Today on the channel, we say, ain't I great, once again with the King of the Mountain, Jeff Jarrett, AEW Unrivaled, Series 18.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another AEW Unrivaled Series 18 unboxing and review. And today on the channel, one of my modern day, yes I said modern day, favorites right here with Double J, Jeff Jarrett. But of course, for all your Jeff Jarrett needs, including the new Ringside Collectible exclusive from not so long ago, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%, and we will compare that to his first one, the Ringside exclusive, later in this video here. And I did say Jeff Jarrett, one of my modern favorite performers. I don't know, there's always something about a wrestler on kind of their last run or the very end of their kind of run, the end of their career. A little bit with John Cena right now for me. You get a little sentimental, you take things for granted, and I go back to watching Jeff Jarrett, part of that USWA invasion of Texas way back once upon a time in ESPN. Of course, his time there and then his time into the WWF and WCW back and forth a bunch of times, TNA and now into AEW. So there's something about Jeff Jarrett. Now, he wasn't my favorite as a kid or anything, but it's like still a little bit of the old school still out there. And maybe as you get older in life, well, I'm really not that old because Jeff Jarrett was wrestling as I was starting watching wrestling. So I'm not that old. But then Jeff Jarrett retires and all of a sudden you're older than everybody else. I don't know. Maybe it's just a mind thing. But I definitely respect Jeff Jarrett as a performer more than ever before. In his latest run, I really wish AEW would feature him more in matches. I think there's some meat on the bone there that they're missing an opportunity with. And I think you could help a lot of young talent with some stuff as well. He's doing a lot of commentating, things like that. And of course, his podcast with Conrad Thompson each and every week. But I really do like the Jeff Jarrett figure. It looks very good here. I love the one from Ringside. But like I said, we'll compare that later here in this video. And of course, we're going to do this video like we do all the other videos on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, see what old Jeff Jarrett, JEFFJARRETT. Don't forget it, of course. Looking good with that nice robe in the package. Glamour shot down here. AEW uniform packaging, as we know. He's number 191 in the line so far. Of course, this being Series 18 on this one. And on the side of the package, it does sell Glamour if you do line up all the figures. So a little Easter egg there. Cross sell down below. Unboxing every single one of these on the channel. Make sure you do subscribe to this very YouTube channel. And then, of course, we will rank them from my least favorite to my favorite, as we always do. Jeff Jarrett autograph, Glamour shot of Double J as well. Looking pretty good. I see Satnam Singh behind him. When are we getting a Satnam figure? Come on, let's get after that. We need a giant figure, but we know how that goes. You got to make a giant mold. So we'll see if Jazzwares takes the time to do that. Hopefully they do. We're going to bust out old Double J. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. Wish there was a blurb or something on here. There's just nothing going on. But this one does have twist ties. Must be a Todd McFarlane tribute. That must be what this is going on here. There's old Double J though. But I'm going to have to free him from the old twist tie. And if anybody knows the twist tie, it's me and Todd McFarlane, of course. We got some twist tie actions here. Now, one huge omission with this figure right here is no guitar. No guitar with Jeff Jarrett seems like getting a Honky Tonk Man figure with no guitar. It just doesn't make sense. It's like school in summer. It's just not cool. That's what I'm saying. See you later. Goodbye. So really wish we would have got the guitar with Jeff Jarrett like we did with his Ringside exclusive. I feel like they could have thrown that in. They could have found a way to do that. Not in the cards for whatever reason, unfortunately. Now, we do got the strutting hands right here. He's ready to do that old Fargo strut. And Jeff Jarrett, I didn't respect as much in my younger years as I do right now. Obviously, is my story at the beginning. But he is pretty much the last person with that Tennessee punch, of the Jackie Fargo punch. I guess his dad probably had a similar punch too, Jerry Jarrett. Can't remember off the top of my head. But Jeff Jarrett definitely had this punch. Bill Dundee, Jerry the King Lawler, and personal favorite of mine, Eric Embry. I'll always champion Eric Embry. Somebody get me an Eric Embry figure. I'm here for that. But there's just something about that Memphis style of wrestling, that Tennessee style, Kentucky style, whatever you want to call it. But just those punches, just absolutely amazing still to this day. And Jeff's really the last bastion of that. Nobody else throws punches like that I can think of off the top of my head. And unfortunately, when Jeff Jarrett finally retires and he calls it quits in the ring, really that era of wrestling kind of closes the book. So he's really the last outlaw in a lot of ways if you break it down. So I don't know, sappy is what that is. But here we go, Jeff Jarrett diving into this one. And man, he's got some bright blue eyes on this one here. A little interesting in the face. I don't know if my printing's off just a hair. I think it might be. It kind of almost looks like he's got a tongue off to the side or something like that. And you got the goatee. I don't know. It might be off a hair, just a hair. The glamour shots always tell a better story because you get right in there with the lens and you can kind of see it a little bit more. But from the eyes right here, me seeing it right there, I should get a monocle like a young Mr. Peanut, and I could just be like that. Maybe a top hat too. Maybe we'll save that for the future. Who knows? But he's got the blonde hair going on there, 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth, and a smiling face on Jeff Jarrett, just smiling his day away. Good for him. Looking good, though. I love this robe. Of course, no sleeves on this robe, but it looks very, very nice. Got the kind of flame effect to it going on, the painting. Red and black attack with some white trim. I'm here for that. Looks very, very nice. No bendy wire in it. I was thinking there was bendy wire for a second. None of that going on, but it is very, very nice. And I love this gear, too. So we're going to dive into that as well. Bare top, though. No shirt, no nothing like that. He does got black wrist tape going on. 2 gripping hands over here. Would have been great to grip a guitar, of course. Just saying. Down to the trunks on here, you got kind of that flame effect going on. He's got the My World logo from his podcast. I guess the Jeff Jarrett logo is technically what it is. Now, interesting color scheme here. It's almost like a peach color, like a peachish, reddish, orange color and black. Looking very, very nice. No problems with that. Same thing down to the knee pads. You got the arrows pointing down. You got the painted on sleeves underneath there. You got the black boots there looking very good. You got some silver trim on the boots as well. A very good Jeff Jarrett. You handed me this. I know who this is. And Jeff Jarrett, one of those guys, not enough action figures. We've got 2 from Jazzwares so far. Jakks gave us 1 in the Legends line from the Ruthless Aggression style. We did get Bone Cruncher back in the day. Obviously got some TNA figures. We got a Major Bendy. Unfortunately, remember that Ultimate that was going to come from Mattel that got canceled, but feels like Jeff Jarrett should have had like 5 or 6 more figures. It should have happened. Never did happen. I'd be cool for a commentator Jeff Jarrett. What the heck? Let's do that. I don't know how well that would sell, though, unfortunately. But it would be cool to see in the future. Jeff's arms do go all the way around for us. Bicep cut, double jointed, pinned elbows. Pinned elbows, I say. Hands back and forth, side to side. Head back and forth, side to side. Hula hoop, of course. Traditional waist. Oh, no! Broken half. Boy, that waist. Oh, man, that waist doesn't move at all. You just turn the waist, he pops off. So, little quality control issues here. You get all the movement up top, but 0 out of the waist. And if you do any, it just pops right off the body. That's unfortunate. I don't think I've seen that with the Jazzwares figure before, but here we are. Here we are. Mark it. Mark it on the clock right here, Todd McFarlane. Put the time and date and year down so we have it for our records. Leg goes up, kinda. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Why can't Jeff Jarrett? This is a figure I'm very excited about. Can't even stay together. I can't even move the legs. Can you imagine if this was little Kyle? Let's take it back. Let's cut the hair down. Let's buzz the hair. Why not? We'll go back to me being in like 3rd grade trying to play with this. I'd be frustrated. I'd be like, what is going on? Every time I try to body slam Jeff Jarrett, he breaks in half on me. Thankfully not broken, but it's just a little bit wild that every time you try to move the body, it kind of pops out. So is what it is. Now for adult Kyle here, of course, Todd McFarlane, we're adult collectors here is what we are. This is just going to stand on display. So it is okay, but man, you're a player out there. Hard times. Thigh cut, double jointed pin knees, boot cut, ankles, back forth, side to side, up and down. Our usual Jazzwares articulation here. But a good Jeff Jarrett as far as looks go. I like the color. I like the trunks. I like the attire. I like the robe. I don't even mind the head, even though it might be off just a little bit. It is a good figure. I like this a whole lot. However, I really wish he would have came with a guitar, and I don't like that his body snaps in half on a moment's notice. So besides that, though, a fun Jeff Jarrett figure. I don't know if it's as fun as the last one. I don't know. I kind of like this attire more on this one. But both good figures. He's got a better tan on this one, that's for sure. Very similar to Okada in this same line. He got a much improved tan on this one. But man, oh man, why couldn't you slip that guitar in? That would have been nice to have. For me, I'm going to make this one as different as possible. I'm going to put the strutting hands on here since he doesn't have a guitar to hold. He's going to be strutting is what he's going to be doing. He's going to be doing that Fargo strut all over my display is what he's going to be doing. That's my plan, at least, for old Double J right here. But I hope there is more Jeff Jarrett figures in the future. I would love a Supreme. I would love an announcer. I'd love more wrestling gear. I'd love to see him wrestle on TV. Not sure if we're going to get more Jeff Jarrett. So if you're on the fence, you might want to pick one of these two up because we might not see another one in the future. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. But I like this Jeff Jarrett. A little quality issues there is what it is. And a lack of guitar does bring it down a notch for me, though, personally. So there it is. Jeff Jarrett, Unrivaled, Series 18. What's your guys' thoughts? You picking this one up? You need this in your collection? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over there on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this YouTube channel. You can also check out, of course, YouTube channel memberships if that is more your speed. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast each and every single Tuesday. It is The Kyle Peterson Show. Available wherever podcasts are found with video cast on YouTube. So for Jeff Jarrett, Double J himself, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we going to dance or are we going to play?